do hip escapes down. If you don't call, we're going to break call. Excuse me. Sorry. Hey guys, sorry. Can we have class now? Right. Thank you. Appreciate it. So we're going to break call. Remember, you want to post, get on your shoulder, rotate so that your butt, low post, down. Recenter, go to the other side, keep your foot close to your butt, extend, recenter, work your way down. He's making it a little bit dizzy. Yep, it will. There you go. All right, we're going to do back rolls. So now, squat down, hands on the knees. This is a good elevation for you guys to start at. So if you stop here, you're going to fall. Break fall. Over your shoulder. Just remember to turn your head and go over your open shoulder. There you go. There you go. Very good. Very good. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. Oh gosh. Okay. Yep.
Feels like it's hard to get used to turn your head the opposite direction.
It's one of those that until you get used to it, it takes a while. What you want to build up to is being able to sit here, go back. This is just a basic sort of warm up, being able to do it. And then so it's really not about like the momentum behind it. It's just being able to control your body. All right, bear crawls. Straight legged bear crawls. Just stretch out the back of your legs. favorite, Spider-Man. We're going to put our hand and our knee together on one side. We got our other foot back, like we're gonna run. Then we put the hand on the knee together, and the other hand goes out far. So now we're gonna take our back leg, and we're going to connect it to our front hand while we're moving our other hand. Knee comes to the elbow, and if you want to start doing presses and really open up your hip to start stretching up your groin. That's it. Yeah. Very good. Everyone's got it. This is what I like to see. All right, so go ahead. Back. Here you go. Hand and knee. On one side. Fire with the other. Okay? So now you're going to bring that left knee to your left. No. So you're going to bring that left hand up with that right knee. I'm sorry. You're okay. So it's fine. Here, it's here. So you're going to bring up your left knee to your left hand. Left knee to left hand. Left knee to left hand. Left knee to left hand. The right hand goes forward. There you go. Don't move your left hand. Don't move it. Once you got it. Nope. You move your right. Okay. We'll work on it next time. Yeah. Okay. Let's get it right. Oh, no. We're doing one more. We're going to do wrestling penetration steps. Okay. So, I know. No one likes it. It's a really good movement to get into. So, we're going to get into our athletic stance. Like you're wrestling. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Hands up, elbows in. We're going to take a small step. We're going to go heel, toe, knee. This foot drags behind and places. Pop up. We take a small step. Go heel, toe, knee. Drag this foot up. Stand up. Take a small step. Heel, toe, knee. Drag up. Heel, toe, knee. Across the mat. So just go slow. Keep your hands up, hands in front, elbows tight. So, nope. Yep. Nope. Okay. So whatever leg is in front is going to be going forward next. Yes. So I'm going to go with my left leg first. Coming up. Right leg first.
I see those on Instagram.
I'm gonna injure myself. You won't injure yourself. We'll get it. We'll get it. All right, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do one more round of them because everyone loves them so much. So, down, hands up. Small step forward with the front leg. Front leg, driving. Come up. Front leg, driving. Come up. Yep. Nope. Start step. Yep. There you go. Don't try rushing because now you're just duck walking, and that's not. And now pop up, reset yourself, and now do your small penetration step. There you go. There you go. giving names. Because one thing we learned on Saturday is nobody knows the names of the people they even come train with. So, I'm Ryan, and we'll go around.
I'm Clayton. Nice to see you all again.
Right.
Kidding. All right, guys. So we're going to do close guard. We're going to work scissor sweep. Okay. So this is going to be walking around this way. This is going to be from close guard. We're going to be popping open collar, reaching deep behind. Anytime we're going for a collar grip, almost anytime, we want this deep grip. I want to think about my hand going around the back of his neck. Okay? So I'm thinking about the shape of my thumb and wrist coming back around his neck. One thing that also does is it puts the blade of my wrist right where I want it to be. If I want to choke him, it's already in the right place. Okay? So, but what we're going to be doing today is we're going to pop this off, get a deep grip. We're going to get this tip grip on the sleeve. So I like to put my thumb in, kind of pop it a little bit, and then curl here. Now, the motion we're going to do is the same thing as we did last week with the hip bump, where you do this sort of off-center shift to get onto your hip. So this time, we're going to be bringing our bottom knee up across the chest. We're going to be creating this tension. So I'm pulling him in, but I also have my knee in his chest. So I decide where we go. I have control of him here. So now my other foot is up way too high. I just unlocked it, shifted, switch here. We're going to be stretching our partner out because I need him loaded up off of his knees. If he's sitting back here, I can't do this chop because he's got all of his weight on his legs back there. So I'm pulling him forward. One thing Chewy likes to use as a reminder is like you're looking at your watch. So we've got our hand over here. We're going to be drawing our hand back, coming up on our elbow, and you can see how he's already leaning forward. So I've got this tension on him here. This foot goes to the ground when ready to go. I'm going to be looking over my shoulder while I kick him with this leg that's across the chest, and I pull this leg in. That's where the scissor sweep comes from. So he's already off balance. I pull, turn it. I never let go of these grips. Keep these grips because what happens a lot of times is this happens real sloppy and it turns into a scramble. And if he starts to come up, that's perfect. I don't care. I still have this. And I'm going to pull myself across his chin, turning his head, getting the mount. Put her feet underneath here, tight, 10 inches.
Hey, would you be able to hold on to that sleeve there and go into like an Americana or something like that?
We can do a whole bunch of cool things with it. Yeah. But for this, we're really just going to be getting into the full mount, and we're going to be establishing position here. All right? So, open up the collar, get a deep grip in. Think about wrapping around the person's neck there. Going to grab the sleeve. From here, we're going to do this hip heist out. Knee comes up at about a 45-degree angle on his chest. I'm going to start stretching myself out, which is going to start pulling him off of his base and pulling toward me. I'm going to drag him out and look at my watch. I'm going to drop this foot, and as I'm turning, I scissor sweep my legs, myself with this hand while I'm posting on my fist. So I'm going to use this to pull myself up, post here. I'm going to turn the head, get the feet underneath, establish that tension. Okay.
Is there any time you want to put that right foot of yours on the hip instead of just having it kind of out?
No, it's a good question. And I'll explain why here. So, when we're doing, I'll do something else too, so you can see, so you're not just constantly getting it done here. So, when we pull this, I'm going here. Kicking here up high isn't going to do anything. And this is actually going to be one of the tips that we're giving is a lot of times people try to rush this, and if you come to this side, they'll end up just doing this lazy because they see that they're there and they're like, oh my god, I'm gonna do it real quick. So they're going like this, and they're just chopping. And so you need to, one, you need to get him off his base, but two, even if I'm doing that, that's not gonna do it. I need to get to the bottom.
Right, that's the tip. I see your foot kind of go out, but if you ever put it on there, sometimes let me push off a little bit.
Oh, to stretch him out?
Yeah.
Sure, for stretching out, and so yeah, you can. I usually have a decent grip with my legs, so when I'm doing this, I use the inside of my ankle and my calf while I'm pulling myself away. I'm going to use it to push off of, like that. So you can put your foot there. I just tend to see that I can go here. So good question. That's why it is actually. What's your name? Blaine. Alright. So yeah. So alright. So here, open up, we grab this. I'm going to do this type of motion because I need to get on my side. I need to get this across the chest. I can start dragging them out. Once I feel like I've got him, there we go. Just a little bit off that base. Now this goes to the mat. That's the scissor sweep. Across the jaw. Pull yourself up. Prayer feet underneath. 10 and 2. Establish. Knees off back. Step in. Take it visible. Any questions? Anyone need to see it again? See it slower? See it faster? All right, let's partner up. I'll be walking around. 1, 2, 3. Sure. I figured it out. So, with 3 feet, like you, to you. Sorry, what's your name? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So let's set it up. By let's go back. The first thing we're going to do is pop down the board. So okay, that's not a bad place to be. So shift to the side. I'm going to pop the game and drop that right all the way to the mat. So pull yourself up. So the only thing I'd say is go slower, do all the steps at once, because size discrepancy, you could probably just grab and do that. If you complying and being really nice, like we are as partners. So just slow down and go here, each step. So now when you do it to Caitlin, because you had it down to you, so you're going to do it to Caitlin, so she's going to get in your Instead of
Yeah. Go back. Absolutely.
it's like this.
So you split it. Here's where you want. Where you want. So I don't think about it. Yeah, and you want to think about it. If you were to just turn it this, it would be choking in. I think it's random. There's a hole there. I mean, it's like the top 100 players. And then right now, the project on it's you ever seen like Night of the Living Dead or like The Walking Dead? So she's also very cool game. Zombies are all like that's all it is to be. It's just a little bit over his knee. Post up, one by start pulling this back under your shoulder. Don't let your point above. Like your right hand like point above. And we turn over your right shoulder. Follow you kick out. That's a good thing. And while you shot with that, there you go. Okay. 210. Out. There you go. For some reason, I keep on wanting to hit you in the opposite direction. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. Black Ops 7, I think, is just coming out. Yeah. So, this grip, slow down. Pop up, curl your fingers in, and pull your shot on out. Good. Twist it on the inside. You want it wrapped. There you
never want your thumb.
I just don't want to get involved in that. So now you shift your left hand. Draw your right foot under the chest.
And your other foot.
No, it's not. So you're just going to draw yourself out. And, keep this down. This is the position you want to be in. So now pull yourself up on your shoulder. On your elbow. There you go. Here, you're going to be looking at the watch while you're drawing across. This line is going to drop down. Shot flat there. Yes. And now you're going to split your turn. Kick out. Pull yourself up. There you go. That's it. Okay, before I go back, he goes that. Yeah. No. It was during the one of the meetings. Not one of those startups. So I like to draw back and then pop up out of that. So you can do a real strong tug. Because you're using your back to get it under, and then it'll be underneath you, and you can do that pop up on your elbow.
Okay.
Sort of like I was showing last week, where it's easier to, and then I draw your arm onto you, grab the pin down, pull yourself up. Yeah. Yep. That's it. Because this will might be going just a little bit. You want to pull up, if you can get it up, just that. You should have been a little down, somebody makes you sit back, just a little bit. So what that will look like is you're going to end up pulling this to get
I really know we can't get it.
unique.
Okay. And then that's when I.
It's going to be the number one thing that people will fail at and not know why they're not getting it. Because you're getting back too far established. You need even this. It's you're great by too. About here. You need it there. That's gonna come over here. Yeah, dude, being nice. There's this kid named Cordell. So draw it to the
a man, it's time to try.
Finish by getting your feet let go and do Superman.
It was on but he let me hit. It was a blue belt.
Yeah,
He
no.
let me hit. I think is it
Alright, let's see.
for me? Should I do it the wrong way?
No, that's the right direction.
Yeah,
You're doing the right direction. So if you notice you were holding on like with
Yeah.
the fingertips of two fingers, that's not good. So just go back. Make sure that you establish a really good grip. Make sure that you are holding him. Actually, finish up your last move and bring it in, guys. We'll go over this again. Left leg didn't go to the ground. It was only because he's floating himself up over top of you, like sitting really
Yeah, gagging.
that no one will do. So if he's not floating himself out there,
No, this one's not sticking.
it's okay. Okay, so one thing that I saw people doing is when you're getting this grip, not knowing kind of what you want to do with this hand, this one. You got this in the right place, and there's only so many places it can go, so you're pretty well established here. But it's this grip, and you know I want everyone to get real comfortable with being able to. If I see the cuff is look like that, I'm just going to show my hand in there under that, and that was fine. And I roll this under, and I keep it rolled under my hand the entire time. Okay. This is called pistol grip, and this works for some things, but just not this. I wouldn't suggest that this will grip for most. For a tip grip, so we're down here. So now I'm going to shift on this hip while I'm drawing this knee up. If you guys are getting jammed up, you need to just keep hip escaping out. If a person's pushing into you, you need to beat them. You need to beat them back to get that knee. So you can use this to hold him back. So if he's pushing in, I can use this to hold him back. And I'm just going to use that shrimping motion to give myself a little bit of room, get my knee up here. Okay. Now, the other part that I'm seeing is we need to get him off his base. And it's hard to get people off their base when they're alone. But we're going to do it by drawing him out and getting up on our elbows. I want this under me at all times. That's where it's powerful. When it's out here, it's really weak. When it's out there, it's really weak. But when I got it here, I'm using like all my back, lat muscles, and my arm, and all he's got to fight against this is like up here. Because we got it drawn out, he's got no strength. So I'm going to be pulling him up. This foot chops. When I'm turning, I'm going to be looking the other way. And I'm going to do this sweep. I'm keeping my foot on the inside. I'm keeping underneath this butt cheek, under this thigh. And this other foot, I'm hooking on. So I will use that. I will use my hands. I will use all of this to pull me on top of him into my. Oh, and sorry. And once we finish here, we're going to remember get this underneath. I'm going to be lifting my knees off the mat because it puts a lot more pressure on him, and my hands are going out to the side. I'm not okay. So one more time. We're going to open it up. Deep collar grip. Tip grip. Shift. Create distance. I'm going to draw him. I want him off that base before I actually get anything going. Then close out. And pull up. Okay. So let's go back again. Focus on when you're pulling that hand back, that you're getting underneath you, and make sure that when you have the tension on the person, that you can pull them off their base just a little bit. You don't need a ton, but you do have to have them off their base. If they're perfectly back like this, it's really, really hard. As soon as you get this, it's really not that hard. Because I can operate pretty easy.
Okay, are you keeping that inside the knees up, or are you dropping it down to the waistline?
Good question. No, we don't drop it down, because if I drop it down, he can then smash it, and he just back steps and passes my guard. Okay? So anytime we're doing knee shield, knee shield is one of those things that I love that I do it all the time. But it is like, it depends on what move you're going for, how you have it. But one thing that you'll never want to do is get low, because as soon as you do that, he smashes and packs. So you do need to keep it. Really good question. I hadn't thought of all these. I want to hook just the outside of my foot. So I'm holding on to him, and I'm coming back here, and it's hooked, and it's across his chest, like 45 degrees to his other shoulder. And then from here, okay, good question. So let's go back to the groups. Hit it again. Focus on getting the person just off their base, and really think about looking at your wristwatch, and when you're turning, exaggerate the turn. Look all the way across. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Every pork chop are perfect. We wouldn't have hot butters. I was going down that one.
Does that feel better than that way?
Yeah, because of the other ones, like I felt like I could have at least had some time to react to it. I don't know. I probably did this on the stairs and wiped off. I was like, and I was like, oh my god. See if you can get just a little bit of pull. Just a little bit of pull.
Because right now, when he's got his butt sitting on his head,
Oh, it's still there?
still does. A little bit drawn. There you go. So you might need
Yeah, my entire
into the chest there.
More up top.
Yeah. And then draw yourself up. Hook your left heel and use your fist in the mat and pull yourself up on that right foot. Yeah, that right foot. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I started doing jiu-jitsu kids. Not doing law enforcement.
Gotta bring
Can't
it
very well do that.
Yeah.
If I, and one half a mil away from a mobility scooter.
So yeah. So like this.
Totally.
Because under
I like it.
instead of
Yeah, I went to an all boys high school, so like everybody there had like
so it's your really wide base.
yeah.
I can show you. So there's a. Hey guys, let's bring it in. Here's no, because this is just right there with the same link. So here's one thing that people are going to do to you is as soon as you start to do this and you start to pull them out, he's going to base this knee out real wide, because then when I'm going like this, it's harder, because again I need to get him up over top up. The only modification we're going to do here is I'm going to put my foot on his knee and I'm going to kick him, and that gets rid of the base. Okay, so we can keep drilling it the way we've been doing it. Just know that if someone thinks they're going to stop you by putting that knee out, just kick it through and you continue with the same sweep. Okay? Because it will happen all the time. Go back. 1, 2, 3. So that's the modification. It's good. It opens up more detail thing, but now you'll still want to use your other leg to kick it across. Keep your foot on the other side and pull yourself up.
It's like going to like a place that you're unfamiliar with the GPS, and you sort of know where it is, but it's like you don't know exactly where it is.
Well, that's why we're doing
No,
this.
there's
Because you get close and we just fix it a little bit at a time. And then years go by, you're still. Yeah, I was gonna say, and then you're, years and years in, and you're still making the same mistake.
And so that literally is just like.
the angle of the knee also
Yeah.
is important. So you gotta make sure that you're up as well. You would be still coming down a little bit.
Yeah, the kick also works on sitting back farther. Get removed the base from them because they got more underneath.
I like how this practice goes on. It just everyone comes in for Steve, it's just like every Steve has some more. Alright.
Make sure you look out.
Hand on the ground. So yeah, you can't do it. You can't do it by pushing on the hip. It's either going to be pushing on the knees. You got the elbow. Both of them are going to be at the ground. That's very nice. And now there you go. So in your case, because you just kicked the horse spread up like that, it turns into a mad scramble.
Yeah.
So you'll want to focus.
Yeah.
Pull your arm to cross his jaw, turn his head the other way, use the left hand to pull yourself up.
I know you just went over this.
It's okay. Hey, look, it's okay. It's just, we're slowly getting there, and as long as you're getting the big moves, we'll get on all the other stuff after a bit.
Kick my
This is what the American school system does to children.
Yeah.
Like, you get that wrong, you're failing. You fail the whole class. Very good. If you see me normally, like, obviously this is jiu-jitsu, so like normally when I'm not cultivating or having that
Draw it out, draw off your base.
always retain my hidden knowledge.
There you go.
Always check your 1%.
There you go.
That'll feel a lot better. Okay. How long have you been doing jiu-jitsu for?
So,
kick my knee out.
Year and a half? Yeah. That's kind of what I'm trying to
good
do.
job noticing that, or fixing it.
Yeah.
So try to keep your arm instead of having it underneath you. Try to close a little bit. And yeah, you're tight.
Yeah, I feel like I'm lazy.
You had it underneath and like the hand was there. And so this is where I don't want to nitpick too much and hit people because I'm real big into details. Like,
Bring your head back.
I'll
Your
be
hip will
correcting,
stay on that.
yeah.
Yeah, and then you bring your
there's a
foot
grip
back.
behind the ear. So if
If you don't care about attention to detail, this is the wrong sport for you.
yeah, it's what you want and it makes a difference, but also you need to feel the gross flow movements of what we're doing here too.
Yeah. I appreciate it. Something about the
No,
missing something?
No. Oh, so you're a Catholic? Catholic? Okay. Awesome, dude. That's like really good.
More so trying this tension, pulling it in and keeping the tension on the knee.
Okay.
So
I'll try to go for this
you
one.
want to okay. So if I'm gonna be doing this if you end up getting too long, then you're kicking. Yeah, your feet are just gonna be out here. So it works. Whatever it takes to get the person off their balance, they don't have a high. Because the center of gravity works. Well, if you can get over the knees, they've got nothing, and they're just totally gonna fall. If you can get them up, and you can create this pressure, you can do the same thing.
Maybe then it says, we call people's to be a quote unquote condition. I don't know if that's the correct term. In Second Timothy, it says there needs to be a man of one wife. Right there. It's like,
That it's really because everyone's being super duper nice. And you know, when you do that kick, people are just laying there and you go like this.
I would say that
And you're in it turns into a scramble. I mean, it turns into, you know, like if you're gonna do it.
that ribbon, that collar in there. Scroll, yeah.
Let's see. I mean, I'm gonna be going into something. I'm gonna be getting. I'm not just gonna let it toss me and get it. I'll get a knee in there. I'll be doing something. If I miss that knee, I'm gonna desperately be posting that leg so you can't get over it and get full on. Yeah, it turns into fight, which is also where I was explaining these guys couldn't like. If you do end up doing the kick, and
It's too high or too low?
if you ever end up in this position, which is gonna happen a lot, it turns into a mad slam. And you're gonna be turning at me. I'm gonna keep this because this will allow me to come up and still start to get back into position. So you wanna keep those ribs. Yeah, it is right. That is what you want to happen.
But it's not going.
It's just so much of jiu-jitsu, this is just a general thing to say anyway. So much of jiu-jitsu, when we're doing it, you're going to say, that's ridiculous. You just told me never to put my hands on the mat. I'm not gonna put my hands on the mat. So why do I need to worry about, you're gonna have your hands on the mat. The other person's gonna get them there. Or the way we're doing this, and I explained it last week also, you know, we're gonna show you 15 different steps to do this move. And then it's just gonna happen that you're gonna be in a roll, you're gonna be able to grab a collar, and this person's hand is next to you, and you're gonna have it there, and their base is gonna be a little high. So you go, I don't know, I'll just scissor sweep, and you just kick your legs and they'll fall. So it wasn't set up the way we're showing. These are just good habits to get into. When you're trying to do a deep collar grip, it's easier if you pop the collar first. That applies to standing, that applies to in the guard, it applies to all positions that if I want a good grip, I'm gonna pop that collar out and get my hand in. So it's just one of those things, building a muscle memory. Yeah, it's just drilling. So you're drilling it from a whole bunch of different positions. When you get into this in a roll, your body will just naturally see that there's a collar and there's a sleeve. Be like, I'm kind of on my right side and I got these, oh my God, I'm gonna just sweep it. And that's kind of the way it works. That's the way most jiu-jitsu works. We show you how to do a triangle and it has 48 steps. and then you're just gonna see someone's neck area go like that. You're like, oh look, you just tap. So that's what it is. We're gonna do just 5 minutes of some pass defend from closed guard. Okay, so the first 2 minutes, we're gonna have one person on top. Next 2 minutes, we'll have another person on top. Okay, so let's partner up, and we'll just go from the closed guard. If you pass, reset, because we're gonna go 2 minutes each person. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We're going.
Scissors? Which one do you want?
Slap, bump, go! You're supposed to sweep me or submit me from closed guard. The person in the closed guard is trying to pass the guard.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It was close. It was close. It was close.
You fucked that up. Yes, Papa.
Just changing. Just changing. Just changing so that you're not in that position. Good. See?
Thank you. I remember that I did another thing.
Yeah. You did. And that was the right position to do it.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I tried to tap that. I tried to tap.
I don't know.
I was like, oh god. What was that?
There you go. It was when you Yeah, good job. The grip. Yeah, when you got enough power. Good job.
As you can tell, I'm great at this.
So can you get me on the base?
Yeah, that's hand.
There you go. There. Now you can. Yes. Good. And next time, go on top. Time! Switch top bottom.
Almost got locked in, but I had my.
That's what I'm gonna do if you sit back like that.
Just get back.
Too far back. Yeah, doing a good job of that. You need to be ready if someone's coming forward. There you go. There you go. That's good.
You are pretty good at this. Somebody attacks your church, dude. They're done. No, you don't. No, I'm not going down like that. I won't go down like that. Pick your poison. Yeah, at least I recognize it.
You got to raise my name.
That's what I want to see how long you know what I'm trying to show me.
You should be like big enough.
All right, time. Let's bring it in.
Good ass kicking.
Alright, let's line it up.
I'm 26, man. Shit's crazy. I'm on.
Are you typically highest belt?
I'm your age. I'm
Is it the end? Alright, who landed in the rolls at the end? Good job. Who went for it?
That's right.
Good. Everyone should have gone for it. It's right there for the clover. So, any issues? Anything pop up tonight that you want to ask about? Anything?
Is Charlie coming Thursday, you know?
Charlie Beer.
The 2:30 going classes are.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely people that show up to that. I can't. So. Good class, guys. I will see you next week.